Okay, everyone settle down, settle down. That means you too, Jimmy. Okay. Okay, sit down, sit down. Okay. So, today we are going to be learning about dinosaurs, right? Who loves dinosaurs? Yeah, most people do, don't they? So, this is an exciting book, okay? This is not just learning about dinosaurs, it is also a sticker book, and there is a nice map at the back so you can actually see where all these dinosaurs live, where they come from, and it'll tell you all about them. Hey, should we get started? Okay, so at the front you've got all your stickers, and these are the poster stickers, so these are the glow-in-the-dark ones, and we'll see them in the dark later on, that you actually stick over the gaps in the map, and we will do that later. And we also have some bonus stickers, okay, which are just really nice. You've got the small ones that you can stick on your books, and you've got bigger ones that you can do with whatever you want, okay? Just don't stick them in each other's hair. I'm looking at you, Rosie. Okay, so let's begin. So let's first of all learn about all the different dinosaurs that there are, okay? So I will read to you and then I'll show you the pictures because I know you're dying to look at them. So, dinosaurs. Dinosaurs were powerful prehistoric animals that lived on Earth for 160 million years before suddenly becoming extinct 65 million years ago. Dinosaurs were scaly, egg-laying reptiles resembling the crocodiles or lizards of today. Dinosaurs included herbivores, which are plant eaters, and carnivores, which are meat eaters. Exactly, well done. Some dinosaurs stood on all fours, which were called quadrupeds, while others were bipedal or bipedal, standing on two back legs. Everything we know about dinosaurs come from fossils, remains such as bones, teeth and claws, which were buried and turned to stone over time. Dinosaur scales have been found, but as all fossils are stone-coloured, it is impossible to actually tell what colour the dinosaurs were. So this is just a picture of a dinosaur fossil. Can everyone see that? Okay. Dinosaur families. Dinosaurs are divided into two groups. Saurischia, you're going to have to bear with me on my pronunciation, and Ornithischia. These groups are distinguished by pelvis shape. Saurischians were lizard-hipped, while the Ornithischians were bird-hipped. The Saurischians groups was made up of theropods and sauropods. Now, theropods were fast and ferocious bipedal carnivores. They included Tyrannosaurus. Sauropods were large, long-necked herbivores. Oh dear, I think I need to have a nap, let alone you guys. They included Diplodocus. The Ornithischian group was made up of all the remaining dinosaurs. Some stood on two legs and some stood on four. Many of them had plates, armour, horns or spikes to protect them from predators. Okay, so these are the different groups you have at the bottom here. Can you stop messing around, please? Thank you. I don't have to tell your mum again. Right, a changing Earth. Since the formation of the Earth, many plants and creatures have evolved and died out. Dinosaurs lived in the Triassic, Jurassic and Cretaceous periods. So you all know Jurassic Park. that's the Jurassic period, obviously. The first modern humans evolved less than 2 million years ago in the Quaternary period, which we live in now. During the time when dinosaurs ruled the world, the Earth went through many changes. During the Triassic period, all the continents were joined together in one land mass we call Pangaea, or Pangaea. Pangaea. The land started breaking apart and drifting during the Jurassic period and Cretaceous periods, eventually dividing the Earth into the continents we know today. So as you can see by the pictures, it would be very strange, wouldn't it, to have an Earth where there were no continents and we were all just, you see that? We were all just one big continent. So the evolution of dinosaurs. The first creatures to live on Earth inhabited the ocean. They were simple organisms such as seaweed, jellyfish and shellfish, which obviously we have today. Eventually they came to be fish, land plants, insects, amphibians and reptiles. Before the coming of the dinosaurs, Earth was inhabited by prehistoric creatures, including massive reptiles. Unlike most reptiles, dinosaurs stood on upright legs that were located straight under their bodies. A bit like us, I suppose. Other reptiles, including lizards, had bent legs that came out of the sides of their bodies. So, well, these are the legs of a dinosaur and this is the lizard they are referring to, so very different. Right, the Triassic period. The Triassic period extended from about 250 to 200 million years ago. That's crazy. The Earth was not divided into continents then as it is today, which we just spoke about earlier, but was all one supercontinent that we call Pangaea, surrounded by an ocean we call Panthalassa. I'm making up how you say these words, but go with it. Yes, I am a good teacher, thank you. The climate of the Earth at this time was hot and dry. There was hardly any life on the land during the early Triassic period, with living things mainly occupying marine environments. Eventually, marine creatures started to inhabit the land, and it is possible that dinosaurs evolved from these prehistoric reptilians. Some of the earliest dinosaurs appeared in the mid to late Triassic period. They included the Coelophysis, a slender theropod that lived in North America. So this is the flock of Coelophysis, okay? And the late, it is possible that Coelophysis lived in packs, as many fossils of this dinosaur have been found together at Ghost Ranch in New Mexico. Late Triassic dinosaurs in the European region included the large plant-eating Plateosaurus and Liliensternus, a small and speedy carnivore. Pisanosaurus was an ornithischian plant-eater found in South America. It was hunted by Herrerasaurus, a small, fast and sharp-toothed theropod. During the late Triassic period, as the first dinosaurs were evolving on the land, pterosaurs, the largest flying creatures of all time, inhabited the skies. Pterosaurs were not actually dinosaurs, but massive winged reptiles. The exact appearance of the Liliensternus is unknown. It might have been covered in scales or feathers. So they've done you an example of a scaled one and a feathered Liliensternus, and then you've got your there is a Herrerasaurus hunting a Pisanosaurus below that as well. Okay, everyone see that? So this is the Jurassic period. The Jurassic period took place around 199 to 145 million years ago. During the early Jurassic period, Pangaea broke up into two supercontinents, Laurasia to the north and Gondwana to the south. The climate on Earth was warm and wet, providing vegetation and allowing dinosaurs to thrive. Dinosaurs became larger and many more species evolved. In Laurasia, there was an abundance of plants and many plant-eating dinosaurs, which meant that theropod predators had plenty of prey. North America. Jurassic North America was home to many dinosaurs. Allosaurus, I like saying that one, was a frightening theropod, a massive meat eater reaching about 10 metres, which is 33 feet in height. That is humongous. There were also giant sauropods such as Apatosaurus, Camarasaurus, and Diplodocus. Some of the biggest dinosaurs that ever existed. It is estimated that Diplodocus reached around 27 metres, 88.5 feet in length. Now that is huge. In Europe, a 9-metre long, 30-foot carnivore called Megalosaurus reigned. I mean, a megalosaurus, you can just imagine mega. The late Jurassic period in Europe was also home to what scientists think was the first ever bird, Archaeopteryx. Asia. Asia was home to Yangchuanosaurus, a horned theropod that preyed on sauropods, including Mamenchisaurus and Ermasaurus, as well as ornithischian stegosaurs. So here you have your Stegosaurus, Apatosaurus and Allosaurus down the bottom there, all along this side. Okay, do you see that for your body? See that at the back? Gondwana. The new supercontinent of Gondwana was warm and flourishing, with plants providing plenty of food for its animals, which were growing in size and number. South America. Gondwana was home to large sauropods like the short-necked Brachytracholepan. South America's sauropods continued growing and evolving, and by the Cretaceous periods, they were among the largest creatures to have ever walked the earth. Stop. Thank you. Well, I needed to click to get your attention. I know what you're like. Africa. During the Jurassic period, massive dinosaurs appeared in Africa, including the frightening theropod Ceratosaurus, distinguishable by its horn, its massive jaws, and predatory nature, not the name. Kentrosaurus was a stegosaurian similar to North America's Stegosaurus. It was a spiky ornithischian living in the area of Tanzania, alongside massive sauropod Brachiosaurus. Massospondylus was a smallish bipedal, I think, sauropod found in South Africa. So here you have the Dimorphodon megalosaurus and the Chunkinosaurus. They didn't even mention those, but they are the ones at the bottom here. Take a little look. Okay. We're nearly coming to the stickers, alright. Cretaceous period. The Cretaceous period took place around 144 to 65 million years ago. Oh, that's not long. During this time, the supercontinents of Laurasia and Gondwana broke up further into the continents we have today. Much of the land was covered by shallow water, and chalk rocks formed across the earth. The climate became cooler and seasons began. New life appeared, such as flowering plants, and with them, bees. Cretaceous Earth was also home to some of the first mammals and insects. The dinosaurs of the Cretaceous period were diverse and huge in size. So this is the Quetzal... Oh, actually, this is more relevant to this part. During the Cretaceous period, North America was divided into islands because of high water levels. It was full of vegetation and flowering plants, as well as tall trees. In the sky was Quetzalcoatlus, the largest being ever to fly, and they had a wingspan of 12 metres, which is 39 feet. And that is that up there. North American sauropods began to die out in the Cretaceous period and were replaced by horned dinosaurs and hadrosaurs, which are duck-billed dinosaurs. Edmontosaurus was one of the largest hadrosaurs, measuring about 13 metres, 43 feet, in length, and it cohabited with the hadrosaur Parasaurolophus, which had a large crest on its head. Triceratops was a massive plant-eating ornithischian that used its frill and 3 sharp horns to protect itself from predators such as Deinonychus and Tyrannosaurus, which we all know the name of, I'm sure. Deinonychus was a small theropod that possibly hunted in packs and used sharp claws on its feet as powerful weapons against its prey. Tyrannosaurus was a fearsome hunter with massive jaws and teeth that it used to tear and devour prey. So it's not actually a picture of the Triceratops, but I think we all know that one as well. But as you can see at the bottom here, we have the Tyrannosaurus, Parasaurolophus, Edmontosaurus at the bottom on this page here. Okay. Europe now. Like North America, much of Europe was covered by shallow seas, and most Cretaceous dinosaurs lived on the tropical islands that remained above water. Baryonyx was a large carnivore that used its sharp teeth and hooked claws for hunting marine animals. Iguanodon was a bulky herbivore that could stand on 2 legs or on 4. Close relations of Iguanodon were the duck-billed hadrosaurs, including Telmatosaurus. Asia. Asia was the largest continent in the Cretaceous period and was home to many living creatures. Massive reptiles such as Jungaripterus dominated the skies. On the land was Gigantoraptor, a large theropod that resembled a huge ostrich. Secania was bulky and armoured, equipped with a club-like tail. Protoceratops was a horned plant-eater about the size of a sheep, so not very big really. Velociraptor was a small, fierce theropod. So we have the Gigantoraptor, Protoceratops, Secania, Velociraptor at the bottom on this page here. Okie dokie, can we all see? Right. South America. Saltosaurus and Rhynchosaurus were among the sauropods to inhabit Cretaceous South America. There was also Unenlangia, a strange-looking theropod whose name means half-bird. Gigantosaurus was a giant carnivore found in Argentina. Africa. Spinosaurus, which had a massive spines up to 2 metres, 6.5 feet long, growing out of its back, ruled Africa. So that's about the same height as your dad, plus a couple of inches. So that's pretty long spike. Ruled Africa along with other carnivorous dinosaurs such as the giant theropod Carcharodontosaurus with its massive jaws and serrated teeth. There was also Deltatromeus, another theropod giant whose slender body shape and long limbs suggest it was a very fast runner. Oceania. Minmi, that's an easy one, and Muttaburrasaurus were Australian dinosaurs found around Queensland. Muttaburrasaurus was an ornithopod, and Mimmi was a very small armoured ankylosaur. So, what's this one here? The Carcharodontosaurus means shark-toothed lizard. So you have here all the different dinosaurs on that side that we've been talking about. Okay, can you all see? So, their extinction. All dinosaurs suddenly became extinct 65 million years ago, along with many other living creatures. That's sad, isn't it? This mass extinction is known as the Cretaceous Tertiary Extinction Event. There are several theories on why dinosaurs became extinct. Some scientists believe that it was due to the rapid change in atmosphere and climate that took place during the late Cretaceous period. Others believe that Earth was hit by an asteroid or comet, which caused extreme temperatures that led to the extinction of most life on Earth. Some believe that dinosaurs did not change their diet as the plant life changed, and so became extinct from lack of food. The extinction even wiped out about 3/4 of life on Earth. Among the survivors were mammals, much smaller than dinosaurs. These warm-blooded creatures were now free of the giant predators that had ruled the Earth. Other survivors included the birds that now took over the sky, as the flying pterosaurs were all gone. Animals continued to evolve and diversify, and eventually the Earth became as it is today. So these are the poor dinosaurs becoming extinct, an icy Earth. So they don't really officially know how that happened. Okay, so this is the cool part. So we're going to hang this up when we've done on our wall, so you can all have a look at it. But this is the map. Okay, so as you can see, you have different areas in which the dinosaurs lived, and there are stickers in the book that actually go over the top of these, and you can have a nice glow-in-the-dark map of all the dinosaurs. So, what dinosaurs lived in the UK? We have the Avalonia, and that's in the Triassic period. And that is a dinosaur of that kind of shape, as you can see. But we will have a closer look if you all want to gather round, and I will stick on these stickers. And then you will have your own copies and your own stickers that you can do at your leisure, which means whenever you want. And you can take them home and stick on your own walls. That sounds good, doesn't it? Okay, let's get stuck in. Okay, so let's start down the bottom here with Oceania and see if we can find the stickers that go with that. So, looking for the Minmi, just in the Cretaceous period, and I have found it. Okay, so that just goes on top, and it should fit perfectly into that there. Now we want the Osteosaurus, and I think they are in some kind of order. So here we have that one. And it goes straight on there. Then it's the Atlas, whatever that is. Oh, I found it. Oh no, not that one, this one. It's just a little one there. Okay. So that is Oceania done. But you've just got these ones at the bottom here, ones that they obviously couldn't fit on. So you have the something, where's that gone? They should really be in order of where you would put them, do you not agree? Australopithecus. We'll come back to that. We'll stick these on the actual continents first. So we have a long necked dinosaur for this one, which happens to be this one here. So you can stick that straight on. Try to get it just about perfect. And the Afrovenator, so we'll stick that there. And these are ones I haven't actually heard of. This is the Cretaceous period, and he's Jurassic, so they're all different. So we actually have so we have the Brachiosaurus, which should be relatively easier to find. There it is. And then the Melanosaurus, which is there. These three are quite similar looking, aren't they? And then you have another one which is, I recognise that straight away, which is very similar. And then this guy, the Carcharodontosaurus. Just amazing. we'll see how to pronounce them in a second. Then we have the Dinosaurs, which is kind of oh, there it is. I'm kind of looking at these upside down because obviously I want you to be able to see it, so you know where to stick these on your own map later. There we go. Okay. And then we want to do, I'm going to fold his head. So this is South America. Like I said, we'll do the country first and then go around the outside. So, oh, that's a spiky sort of looking fella. There it is. This one here, the Brachytrachylopen or whatever. So stick him there. He's a little guy. Shouldn't be too hard to find him in theory. Oh, I've got a bird stuck to the side there. Unenlagia. This tiny little thing here. Stick him there. Do you want to get a bit closer? You can sit down, you know. Okay. So we have a Saltosaurus. I remember reading about him. Kind of got a long neck but a slightly spiky, oh, he's up here. Slightly spiky back. Okay, so we now have, oh, this is going to be the only issue here. Let's do North America. Another tiny little one. So Chirostenotes or whatever. Just here. Triceratops, we know her. Or him. See, I keep thinking that's the Triceratops. Very, very similar looking. But there it is. So we have that one. Stick it there. Alamosaurus. I saw that somewhere. Earlier. Oh, there we go. At the top there. try and stick. There we go. And there we go. Oh my goodness. Deinonychus, I guess. Oh, I didn't do that one very well, but okay. And then Europe, so we have quite a few here actually. And let's start with that one because I think that might be easy-ish to find. That's the idea anyway. Aha. Quite a feathery looking fella. Archaeopteryx. Go there. Then the Telmatosaurus. Now he's kind of bending at a funny sort of. There we go. His head is in line with his tail, sort of thing. So he goes there. Avalonia. That is the small looking kind of thing, facing that way. So there we go. Up the top here. Plateosaurus. Very similar looking to that actually. So there we go. Up here, just a bigger version of that other one really. Decenturus. Yep, there we go. Up the top here. Baryonyx, so he's the little squirrely looking one. So I would say there he is. So now we have Asia. Oh, this is where the Velociraptor lives. I'm sure we all know the Velociraptor. There we go. Chunkinosaurus. Chunking. There is spiky fella. Oh. He didn't stick on there very well. It's because it's on a crease. Probactosaurus. Probactrosaurus. There we go. Olorotician. This one's got a funny looking kind of... Oh, there we go. Something on his head. Oh. Right. So these are just now the sort of leftover ones on here. So if we go for... Oh, there he is. That one. However you say that. Let's just stick them and then I'll go through them. I'm just going to be quiet and place these down. And yeah. we need to charge up the dinosaurs by putting them in light, and then we can look at them in the dark, which I think would be very interesting. Okay, so right, I'll sort that out while you have your break, and then we can have a quick look at it later.